Alright.
Yo, what's up guys? Patrick here. Here to give you my boring Extra Deck Monarch deck profile, but it's got some secret spice. I personally dub it Electronic Dance Music Requiem. So let's get into the deck. Alright. I'm not going to go 30 minutes this time because it's relatively simple. So we play 3 Aether, which is standard.
Why do you play that card?
Shut the fuck up. 3 Erebus, standard. 3 Kuraz, the light marks. This used to be like the Darnet of the deck, but honestly, theory has developed for this deck. It's actually, this card's really good because you never want to run out for like Aether, and also sometimes just popping cards, drawing cards is like really good. And you can pop your opponent's cards, which you rarely want to do because they'll get to draw, but yeah, it works. Yeah, give them a free +1. Unless you draw and Lockbird them, then that's good. Alright, time for the spice. Play 3 Solar Windjammers. So, what this card is a level 5 light machine monster that could special summon itself if you control no monsters. So it's similar to like Red Layer in terms of like that level 5 monster you could special summon and make extra deck plays. But since it's a light machine, you can make Constellar Pleiades or Cyber Dragon Infinity with this card. So it fills the same gap of this or like Gofu, but you can make better extra deck cards. And then play 3 Quick Draw Synchrons because it helps us make Infinity or be Tribute Fodder, or helps us make the Ultimate Zokin because I have enough room for both. And like this card is really good, especially because you discard like Idia or Eidos and you get their effects in the graveyard, and then you can use it for a tribute summon or an extra deck play, and that's just too good. And we're playing 2 of these because honestly, Idia is good, but honestly in this deck, extra deck Monarchs, like Eidos is just as good because it doesn't lock you out of your extra deck, and this is good because the advantage you get with this card is crazy. Also, yeah, and also if they Secret Village you, like you have these and an outset, which is really good against the Pendulum deck.
Why no Mithra?
I didn't personally. Honestly, it's mostly because of the locked out of the extra deck part, and I'd rather just play these cards because they're better because they generate you advantage. Whereas Mithra is just like you get an extra tribute summon, which is in this deck like that's cool, but it's not as important because what we want to do is summon from the extra deck and do that often. Speaking of which, we're playing 3 of the card that doesn't let you use your extra deck. But since we're playing extra deck, all it does is give us an attack boost and let us cost down our Monarchs so we can tribute some of them. The main combo of this card in this build, and why I'm playing 3, is for Aether. You make her level 6, and you bring out Kuraz, and you pop this, and you draw a card, and you make Beatrice. And Beatrice in this deck is just so good. Like we're not playing Burning Mist in this, but even so, being able to make Beatrice and send like Erebus, being able to send Erebus or Idia, or put in like the Eidos so you can summon back the Idia, or Pantheism or Prime is like really powerful. And also sometimes you run out of Monarch spell trap cards to send off your guys, so having more spell trap cards is very useful. And also being able to reveal 3 for Pantheism, just guarantee I have it. And the 3 Tenacity, standard. 3 Return. This card can be tricky, but in this build you have to learn how to.
Why are those commons?
Because mainly I just wanted to psych people out by having like 2 commons and 1 ultra rare, just to like, oh, I'll take the ultra. It's like, no, you can't take that. Honestly, maybe I should just play 3 commons. I don't know. It's kind of triggering me how it's one of them's randomly ultra rare. 3 Pantheism. One of the best cards in this game. Self-explanatory. 3 Stormforth.
Arlo's not gold.
I don't know. I'm just not really rarity whore. I don't really care. Yeah, this card.
Monarchs, you're not supposed to spend money.
Yeah, exactly. That like he gets it.
Even if you play Cyber Dragon Infinity.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is standard. In Extra Deck Monarch is tricky, but you just always do Aether Stormforth in this deck unless you're playing against Cosmos, or if you can't make an Extra Deck play. So this one can be a bit tricky to play in this deck, but you can easily play around it. You just gotta get good. And then we play 3 Instant Fusion. Now, we don't play that trash called Brilliant Fusion because that fucking sucks. We play Instant Fusion because it's Tribute Fodder, XYZ Fodder, and on top of that, you can also use it as problem solving because you can bring out Thousand Eyes Restrict or Panzer Dragon and use that to kill your opponent's cards. So just like Tribute Fodder, make it for extra deck plays, or just being able to remove cards, like that's so good. And Norden? Yeah, no, we don't play Norden. It doesn't really come up. Like, I'd rather play like this than the quick draw, because like with this deck, you have so much draw power, but a lot of times the cards you're drawing, you can't actually use. So I wanted to play more cards, like more additional extenders, as Hoban would call it, to like advance my game state when I do Kuraz or Pantheism. And also, like these cards are just like always good. Like the only problem is that you like draw like maybe like 2 of them. But that's way better than like drawing like your Garnet. And on top of that, this helps you make Cyber Dragon Infinity because you bring out Panzer Dragon, and that's a level 5 light machine. So, and then we play 3 Prime. We don't play Escalation because that card fucking sucks. All right, on to the Extra Deck.
As he throws his deck aside.
Yep. Trash Raid's gonna be in like 2 weeks. Okay, so we're playing Quick Draw Synchron, so we play Ultimate Azoken. Self-explanatory. You get to summon these guys, and these guys are really good. But you
Why not running Void?
Because you always have cards in your hand in this deck.
Okay.
And it's really hard to get a Void's effect off. But you want to know what's better than these cards? Cyber Dragon Infinity. I summon this card like almost all of my games. It's so good. Like having Infinity and Aether and Stormforth is just like game. And after siding, you have like Infinity or like Stardust Spark if you did Zulkin, and you just do that on your floodgate and you just win.
You're so unenthusiastic about Zulkin.
It's not like crystals.
Because I just go for this all the time. Yeah.
Not like crystals are $27.
No, this card's okay, I guess. And then we play Constar Pleiades, for when we do double Prime, or if we have like Panzer Dragon and Prime and no other way to make, Infinity. We play Volcasaurus for the damage. I don't have Gaia Dragon, the Thunder Charger, because that's really expensive, and I just don't really care enough.
You have
Yeah, it's like what,
Infinity.
$20?
You have Infinity.
I think it's dropped.
Yeah, but that's better. And we play Titanic Galaxy. We never make it, but technically speaking, you could make it with Aether. You bring out like another, like an Erebus, but like
Yeah,
it's hard to do
far.
that without restricting you from your extra deck, or like make it a level 6. We play Artifact Durandal. Now this card's really good because it helps you play around your opponent's back row, and also stuff like Aether Stormforth. You just do double Prime for this. And also another important thing is that especially in like games 2 and 3 when we're trying to dig for side deck cards, the mulligan is like really good. Because you do like Aether, Kuraz, Pantheism, you deck think like crazy, you draw a bunch of cards, and you do Durandal, and then you mulligan all your cards back, and you draw more cards, and you draw your side deck cards, and you just win. Like this card is really good. Then we play Shark Fortress for one because we play to win. So, like, if my opponent is getting weak, we just summon this and we just kill them. And then, one of the best cards in the extra deck, Beatrice.
Bay.
This is why, the Bay. We play Domain specifically to make our Aether level 6, so we can bring out Kuraz and make her. And then Beatrice sends Idia, and we add back Pantheism, and then next turn we send Eidos, so we can do the double tribute summon next turn, or we send Erebus by detaching Aether, and then we do Aether Stormforth. Like, this card's so good. And what makes it even better is that when she dies, she brings out her pimp. Like, most players are going to think you're playing BA Monarchs, and so they're going to play around the Beatrice. And some people, they'll just be like, oh, it's just Beatrice, and they'll just kill it. It's like, ha, surprise. Untargetable, 2800 attack monster that rips card out of your hand when it dies.
Cards to the side.
Yeah.
He thinks this deck is garbage in 2 weeks. So.
Yeah, that's why it's electronic dance music Requiem. Oh, speaking of a garbage card, Thousand Eyes Restrict. I thought this card was good with Instant Fusion. I'd rather just have another Panzer Dragon, but that's just me. I can't. No one has this card. I mean, this card is cute because the theory is you take your opponent's monster and it's kind of like a Stormforth on the turn where you have to use your extra deck, and you tribute away Thousand Eyes Restrict so you can still attack. But in practice, it's just like I'd rather just have more of this. But
So, any side deck or any final words?
yeah, for side deck, we'll make this
There's a
quick.
spice.
So Max Seas, 3 Twin, 2 Flying Seas because fuck Burning Abyss, 2 Chaos Hunter because fuck Cosmos, and the real good card of the extra deck, Anti-Spell Fragrance. Today at Locals, I literally beat all of my opponents by just going first and then flipping Anti-Spell Fragrance.
You played a bunch of 8-year-olds.
Yeah, and also Massacre Stroke for the mirror match. Yeah, but with these cards and like this, like you use like Kuraz, Aether, you deck thin, Pantheism. It's so easy to get to these side deck cards, assuming you don't brick, of course. Which did happen once. But the theory is with like these cards is that you just go first, you deck thin as hard as possible, you do Kuraz and Pantheism to try and draw into these, and if you don't do that, you make like Durandal, and you just keep digging. And then you draw out these cards and then you just win. And then you have like Infinity or Stardust Spark and you protect them. So,
Not bad.
Yeah, floodgates in this deck are amazing. I don't have enough card sleeves to sleeve up my entire action, but I probably want to max out on these and maybe like put in like a Vanity's Emptiness because floodgates in this deck is like amazing.
All right.
I've got enough spice to make some
So,
curry in that deck.
So that's the deck profile. Kind of going to be irrelevant in 2 weeks, but I don't know. Just want to have this memory of my old friend before he goes out to the sunset and gets shot by Konami. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You better smash that fucking like button. If you don't, rewatch this entire video. I'm sure you'll like it a second time. It's Patrick with Weenie Hut Games signing out.
We're coming for you, Pewds.
Yeah, we're coming for you.